Okay guys, just a quick, very quick video of this truck because it's been so long since I have updated anything on it. Hell, because it's been so long since I've actually worked on it. Been busy here, but this is the truck that I'm working on. This is the 70 F100 Sport Custom 4x4. Marty Report says it's one of one, and I know a lot of people laugh at that and say, well, yeah, everybody's truck is one of one. And it pretty much is, but this particular one is one of one for three reasons. So I'd say, yeah, it pretty much is one of one. It was the only one born in blue with a white interior. So that's pretty different. And then it's got a toolbox on the side of the bed, which is very rare on a four-wheel drive, and the heavy-duty rear springs. So it's a pretty unique truck. But here's what we've done so far. The cab, of course, is painted. The interior of the cab is insulated, headliner is done, column is in, most of the guts of the dash are done. I painted the column and the carpet, or painted the column to match the carpet, and the dash is going to be dyed to match that as well. I have the steering wheel over here, which is already painted. That's the new Autocrafter steering wheel. I mean, that is just dead on, exactly like the factory steering wheel. And I've got a pallet of Autocrafter's parts to put on this truck, which I'm dying to do, but I have to get a little bit of mechanical stuff done before I can get to that. Those stupid downspouts are there temporarily because we don't do tailpipes until the bed's on, so we can make sure that they match up perfectly to the bed body lines when it's on. This 9-inch is actually a traction lock, which is kind of rare too, also in a four-wheel drive. You see underneath this transfer case, transmission, forward exhaust, all that stuff is done. I had a heck of a time figuring out, because I had lost some pictures and this was the first half ton I did, but I figured out how to plumb all the brakes for the front. And I could not find a line that goes from this distribution block here over to the passenger side of the truck. And I found a hose here that matches up perfectly. I just have to make a hard line that goes from it over to the distribution block, so that will pretty much finish up my brakes. There's a McLeod clutch here. I gotta tell you, Joseph Thompson actually hooked me up, told me what to buy there on the McLeod clutch, and the pedal pressure is not much more than stock, but it's a much heavier duty clutch and a much easier install, so they work real well. And all of the guts of the hubs and brakes and all that are all new. They're going to need to be adjusted up and bled once I get the master cylinder on. These trucks did not come with power steering or power brakes, and you can see it has power steering. That's from Benchwork Steering, and I adapted a two-wheel drive power brake booster and master cylinder to the truck. I'm going to let the truck down here, and you can kind of see what it looks like. This lift is slow as molasses in January, so it'll take a little while to come down. All of the sheet metal on this truck is original Ford, except for the inner fenders, which are from Autocrafters, and those are also exactly like stock. Those are prepped. I just have to paint those. The original radiator support is perfect, so I'm reusing it, but I could have got that from Autocrafters as well. And the carpet came from there. It's the perfect color. I'm real happy with how this truck is turning out. So as you can see what we've done, this is actually a factory sliding rear window truck, but the original sliding rear window wasn't in good shape. And the donor truck that I bought had a perfect sliding rear window, so that took care of that issue. So you can see the interior here is coming along, and I did use the Silas sound deadening insulation underneath this carpet too. And here is the original 360, all rebuilt, but now with the addition of the power steering and whatnot. So the truck's coming along. It's just not coming along as fast as I would like it to. Brand new reproduction antenna, also from Autocrafters. Like I said, I've got so much stuff. There's a pallet worth of parts to put on here that they sent me, that all that stuff, all that trim, everything that I get from them is all just literally exactly like the factory stuff. And I think I had showed these seats before, but this is what the interior will look like. So that's the truck so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going on a little trip here in a couple of days, and when I come back, I've got to go full bore and get this truck done. But here's where we are.